Snapskip with Snapship Showcase, and dun 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 dun. I kind of went Asian here. Um, I really I like kind of Oriental Asian style buildings, and I really kind of wanted to do like a little. I wouldn't say Chinatown or anything like that, but like just this kind of Asian landscape houses sort of thing. Um, we have a little dock here with like you have those archways. I'm not sure exactly what they're called, and I'm hoping I'm not like offending anyone or upsetting anyone. But I tried to do something kind of like that, where you have the docks and they have like the yeah, the gateway things. And I did lots of hanging lanterns in this area. Where I hung like a piece of glowstone and put trapdoors on either side, sort of thing. And I have like a fountain here where I did these like little stone shrine things in certain areas, and I tried to copy some of that here. I have like iron bars that are supposed to look like pipes that are spewing out water, so that's kind of neat. And I think it looks like a pretty good fountain. Lots and lots of cats. Lots of cats. Yeah. So this is style of pagoda. I believe it's a Chinese style of pagoda. It's like an octagonal or hexagonal. I don't know. I think it's hexagonal. Um, no, maybe it's octagonal. Whatever. Yeah, it's like a Chinese pagoda, and it's pretty neat. It gets kind of shrinks and gets smaller as it goes up. And yeah, we'll go inside real quick. I kind of surrounded it with a wall. And yeah, these are these little kind of stone shrine things that I put in like corners of my builds over here. I think they look kind of nice. Um, I did look at some tutorials for just basic building like these things and some basic ideas, but I didn't like copy anybody like 100% or anything like that, and I just tried to get the basic gist of it and just do it myself. Okay, now that that's over with, we have kind of a small basement area that doesn't really have anything in it. This is also like one of the very last areas that I built in on my map, so yeah. And then one of the reasons I stopped building was because I knew that I was going to be doing this channel with everybody else, and that I should just kind of move over to PC and play with everybody. So yeah, I'm slowly just kind of going up as high as I can go in here and just looking out the windows. So yeah, and this next building I'm going to show you is pretty neat. I'm pretty proud of it. So yeah, let me fail to get down my staircase in a timely fashion. Okay, we're just gonna drop there. Break our legs. Okay, and here's another one of those gate thingies. I'm just gonna call it a gate thingy because I don't know. I don't wanna butcher anything. So this is kind of like almost like like you had like lords and stuff, and they'd have like these like keeps sort of things. I'm not using the correct name for anything here, but they had it designed so it was hard to like climb up, and mostly these would be like sheer, and it would just be like plain rock and everything like that. But it doesn't really look pretty in Minecraft, so I did like little designs all the way up. And funny thing about this water is that this is a corner of this moat is in a snow biome. So I had to put a lot of torches in here to keep it from icing up and freezing, because the moat's very ineffective if you can walk across ice. So yeah, that's kind of neat. I have some nice landscaping and more stone shrines and more lanterns hanging down. There was a very specific texture pack that kind of changed some of these blocks to where it looked very, very Asian. And if I can ever figure out a way to find something like that for the For the PC, I will. To kind of feed these like waterfalls that go down the sides, I have these pools here. At least for the side ones, side waterfalls. And we have like a little kind of neat opening here. Before I go up there, I'm going to go back here. This was kind of an idea that I actually did in The Sims 2 with a house, where I had this covered bridge that led into the back of the house. And I thought it was really cool, and I'd do it here. And instead of it just being a bridge to somewhere, it just kind of goes out into like a deck. And if we go out here, you can kind of step off the back. It's almost like a porch, really. This was my attempt at bonsai trees. This one's not so good. The other one's a little bit better on the other side here, but I've got some like reeds that I used for like bamboo and stuff. And yeah, I think this is pretty neat. Kind of has a nice look. See, this was a little bit better for a bamboo tree, but it definitely needs to be a bigger scale. I kind of used jungle wood and jungle leaves because they have that really nice green color. Yeah, so we're gonna go upstairs now. Actually, we're gonna go downstairs first, because part of my thinking was to have like this kind of torture chamber slash dungeon, and maybe in a portion of this, and maybe it would have needed to be larger, because it's hard to know scale when you're building something and know how something's going to turn out. Even if you do like a little blueprint or whatever, it's still hard to tell, like, once you start adding detail and stuff, because when you lay a blueprint, you're not really thinking about detail too much. How much space you're going to have. And one of the things I thought of maybe was like throwing a dragon down here, like building a dragon out of like wool or something, you know, and different colored wools or something like that, and have like kind of like a sleeping dragon like chained up down here. Well, I thought that would be cool. Yeah, so we'll just go upstairs real quick. Another spiral staircase. This is actually kind of cool because wherever I could, I kind of expanded the spiral staircase, so it expands and shrinks as it goes up instead of just being single. And yeah, we can look at some of the other buildings out the windows up here. This would probably be the main bedroom, you know, and everybody else would be downstairs. So probably like the lord of this house would be up here. So yeah, we'll go outside and we'll look at this thing over here. I really tried to do just a different kind of windmill. You have those windmills that have kind of a circular fashion, and maybe it just seems odd if you don't know what I'm talking about. But see, I have kind of a spinning thing in here, and it's like it kind of has sails, and it just kind of spins around that way. So I guess it's just a windmill that's laid out differently, and just kind of a different creative way to do a windmill. And then I have a dock, and like I said, you know, this is partially like a snow taiga, so there's a lot of ice and stuff like that. It maybe doesn't fit the Asian theme, but you know, they do have like snowy areas in that part of the world. So yeah, I mean, it's not terribly interesting side here, but it's kind of neat. I've got some of the spinny looking like stuff up there, like it could spin, you know. And let's see. I know there's a really big, impressive looking house over there, which we will get to. Yeah, and I think the wall design around this thing was really cool. Having that archway that goes up, and like the big stumpy, like kind of pillory things, iron bars and stuff. So this is a pretty cool looking bridge that I did. Just a very ornate kind of covered bridge. Can't really go up into this area up here. It's just kind of for show, just to make just another big fancy bridge, which I love making. I really like making bridges for some reason. I think it's a very fun structure to make, to just do. You have a lot of freedom with what you can do with the bridge. Yeah. Yeah, so you got like just a big open area for light to go through and stuff like that. And just look interesting. Kind of walk by and you kind of wonder what's up there. So this right here is another my attempt to mix like something modern with something old. It's basically like the same style like pagoda as that over there, mixed with kind of New England lighthouse, which is gonna seem really odd, but and I may have to reset the redstone in here again, like I did the other one. But it works just like the other one, so I'm not really gonna worry about it too much. But yeah, I mean, you have down here, you have a staircase that wraps around the outside and then goes up to like a little porch thing up here, and yeah, you have a little deck down there too. Then you go inside, and I believe there's a ladder, maybe? No, there's probably another spiral staircase, which I'm gonna spare you that and just pop up to the top. Which I believe there's doors up here too, maybe. Yeah, there's doors right there. We can just pop in here. And yeah, and then there's ladders that go up. And like my other thing, I think I made it the redstone accessible. Yeah, see all the redstones here. So yeah, we could probably actually get this working. So basically, when something like this stops, and you have like a repeating circuit, probably have to shut that off. See, I did that wrong. I want to turn that like that. Leave that off. Oh, I did it too much. So we got that. And you just flip it on and off really fast, and then it starts going. So that's kind of cool, like in case you've never seen how to reset like a repeating circuit like that. And let me off this crazy thing. Okay, here we go. And this is probably my favorite build that I ever did on this map. My absolute favorite. I spent a lot of time on the roofs, if you can tell. I kind of wanted to do a big Asian mansion sort of thing that had like a little bit of like Hollywood in it. And I don't know if you've ever seen like what is it, the Man's Theater or whatever that's in Hollywood, and they do a lot of movie premieres there, and it's very, very Asian themed and has a really cool roof and everything like that. Yeah, there's a lot of crazy peaks and just a little fanciness to the roofs. And it took a lot of time to just place every single stair block and half slab and full block just correctly to make it look like this. And I think it looks really nice. And I do have like lots of nice bushes and landscaping on the outside. And I put like glowstone and stuff under the glowstone, and I think lights underneath the bushes to melt some of the snow so that it wouldn't blend in so much. And I used I think black and blue wool for walls. So I thought that looked really nice. Over there I kind of used a lot of red, so I wanted to set this one apart. Yeah, there's a lot of neat, see there's like a window built into the wall, built into the roof sort of thing, and there's this roof, and it's kind of a slightly similar roof on the back, but not exactly the same. This roof that just slopes really far forward and really low, and then hooks up with this like entryway thing here, which I think is just really cool. And yeah, you come in here and you got like a nice little place to take off your shoes, and you've got some nice foliage inside here. To having plants indoors always helps, always makes things look nice and kind of alive. There's small basement rooms that I didn't really do anything with down there, so it's just kind of a square stone room that's not really interesting. Let's see. I didn't want to overdo. I had already done a lot of spiral staircases and stuff like that, so I didn't want to overdo that. And yeah, more foliage growing. Kind of wanted it to be like kind of an earthy house. Let me see if I can close that. Okay, yeah. And I have like really nice floor patterns in here, I think, that look really nice. I spent a lot of time on the floor as well. Yeah, and this is just identical to the other side. And again, kind of expanded spiral staircase that eventually I think shrinks again as we go up and the rooms get smaller. There's some nice shelves, kind of shelf/vents, like you could hang things there, but you also have fresh breeze coming from the outside. There's no railing. I probably could have put a railing here, but it might have made it hard to get by, so I just didn't worry about it. Again, maybe in a larger build. This was just like, you know, this was my first time doing like concepts like this, so I didn't know how much room I would need. And yeah, see, it went from being like 2 or 3 wide to just like 1 wide here, which I think is cool. More like leaves and stuff in the corners, which I think really helps make it look nice. And yeah, and then we're at the top. And you can see that's the really like kind of, I don't know, I want to say angular or rectangular top, where it pokes up a lot. Kind of has an unusual slope. I'm just gonna shortcut my way down. And let's see, let's go out is this the back door? That's the front door. That would be the back door. Oh yeah, yeah, it's got that bar thing. Okay. So yeah, and we have like kind of the same thing back here, but it's a little different than the front. And yeah, I got some like little pointy parts to where the roofs kind of peak up. And they usually kind of peak up wherever they have windows underneath, or they slope down. It kind of looks nice to have it slope down and then pop up for the corners, like the little frilly, not frilly, but maybe where it like kind of, I don't know what you call those, but where the like the tips of the roof like kind of point up in that kind of style. But yeah, I put some light on the top of the roofs because I didn't know if I was gonna play this house in survival, and I really don't like it when my stuff blows up. So, and I think that the roof looks kind of neat, lit up like that. And I hadn't used a lot of birch, I don't think, so that's why it's a birch roof. And yeah, I'll just fly around just for a few more minutes. Maybe I'm not sure how much time I've spent on this, but just a quick little look of the house. I think I did a pretty nice job on it, and I don't know. This is the last thing that I built, so on my Xbox map. So I'm not sure what to do with the future of this series. I am working on a new creative world for the PC. I'm always trying to build things in a regular BSMC world. And I don't know, I really do want to do a house building recordings for The Sims. I'm not really into playing the Sims part of the game, but I do like building houses in there, like kind of the same type of stuff. I used to build a lot of houses in The Sims 2, and I'm a little bit rusty, so I kind of want to wait a little bit before I get that series off the ground. And I think that's it. I'm not sure what else to do here. Yeah. So this has been, I guess we'll call it Asiantown. And,